A mafia boss's daughter was born blind, until a new black maid discovered the truth that would change everything. For years, everyone believed the little girl's blindness was permanent. Doctors couldn't explain it. Her father accepted it as his curse. But when a faith-driven woman from Alabama arrives at the mansion to care for her, she notices something impossible. The child's eyes are responding to light. What she uncovers in locked medical files will shake this family to its core. The blindness wasn't real. It was her mind's way of protecting her from a tragedy so devastating, it stole her sight the moment it happened. But the mafia boss has been hiding an even darker secret, one that kept his daughter trapped in darkness for 4 years, because he believed she deserved to suffer for his sins. As dangerous enemies close in and bullets fly, this maid must risk everything to save a child who was never truly blind, just buried in trauma no one dared to heal. Can one woman's courage break a curse built on guilt and grief? And when the truth finally comes to light, will this broken family survive the storm, or be destroyed by the very darkness they're trying to escape? The iron gates open slowly before me. My hands grip the worn leather handle of my suitcase. The driveway stretches ahead like a dark ribbon. I step forward. My heart pounds against my ribs. The mansion rises before me. Gray stone, tall windows. Everything feels cold even in the afternoon light. I clutch my Bible tighter in my other hand. Grace felt afraid, but fear never stopped me before. It won't stop me now. A man in a black suit stands at the entrance. His face is hard. His eyes are empty. He doesn't smile. He opens the door without a word. "Miss Williams?" His voice is flat. "Yes, sir. Grace Williams." I try to sound steady. He steps aside. I walk into the entrance hall. The air inside is heavy. It presses against my chest. Everything gleams. Marble floors, crystal chandeliers, dark wood panels. But there's no warmth here. No life. "Follow me." The man turns and walks ahead. I follow him through hallways that seem to stretch forever. My footsteps echo. His don't. We pass closed doors, empty rooms. Not a single photograph on the walls. Not a single sign that people live here. He stops at a small office near the kitchen. "Wait here. Mr. Moretti will see you shortly." The door closes behind him. I'm alone. I sit in a wooden chair and place my suitcase beside me. My breath comes easier now. I close my eyes and pray silently. "Lord, I don't know what I'm walking into, but I know you sent me here. Give me strength. Give me wisdom. Use me however you need." The door opens. A woman enters. She's old, maybe 70. Her face is lined but kind. Her eyes find mine and something shifts in her expression. She smiles faintly. "You must be Grace." Her voice is soft, gentle. "Yes, ma'am." I stand quickly. "I'm Lucia Moretti, Giovanni's mother." She steps closer. "Call me Nonna Lucia. Everyone does." "It's nice to meet you, Nonna Lucia." She takes my hand in both of hers. Her skin is paper thin and warm. "Thank you for coming. This house needs you more than you know." Before I can answer, heavy footsteps echo in the hall. Nonna Lucia releases my hand. Her expression changes. The warmth fades. She steps back. A man fills the doorway. Tall, broad shoulders, dark hair graying at the temples. His face is carved from stone. His eyes are black and cold. This is Giovanni Moretti. He looks at me for a long moment. His gaze travels from my face to my hands. He sees the Bible. His jaw tightens. "Grace Williams." His voice is deep, controlled. "Yes, sir. You came from Alabama." It's not a question. "Yes, sir. Birmingham. The agency said you're experienced with children." "I am. I worked as a nurse for 8 years. Then I volunteered with children at my church." His eyes narrow. "This isn't a church. This is my home, my rules." "I understand." "Do you?" He steps into the room. The space feels smaller. "You're here to care for my daughter. Feed her, dress her, keep her safe. Nothing more." Grace felt her chest tighten, but I keep my face calm. "I understand, Mr. Moretti. She's blind. She's been blind since she was 3. Don't fill her head with false hope. Don't make promises you can't keep." "I won't. And one more thing." He leans closer. His voice drops. "You are here to serve, not to save. Is that clear?" The words hit me like stones. But I've heard worse. I've survived worse. "Yes, sir. That's clear." He studies me for another moment. Then he turns to his mother. Show her to Isabella's room. I have business. He walks out without another word. The silence hangs heavy in the air. Nonna Lucia sighs softly. Don't mind him. He's not always this cold. Her voice is sad. He's just broken. We're all broken, ma'am. I pick up my suitcase. That's why we need Grace. She looks at me sharply. Then she smiles. Come, Isabella is waiting. I follow Nonna Lucia up a wide staircase. The second floor is quieter. Softer light filters through tall windows. We stop at a door painted white. She knocks gently. Isabella? There's someone here to meet you. She opens the door. The room inside is beautiful. Pink walls, white furniture, toys arranged on shelves. But it feels empty, lifeless, like everything else in this house. A small girl sits on the floor near the window. She's maybe 7 years old. Long dark hair, pale skin. She holds a stuffed rabbit close to her chest. Her eyes are open but unfocused. They don't move when we enter. Isabella, this is Grace. She's going to take care of you now. The girl doesn't respond. She rocks slightly, clutching the rabbit tighter. I set down my suitcase and kneel beside her. I don't touch her. Not yet. I just speak softly. Hello, Isabella. It's nice to meet you. Nothing. I like your rabbit. Does he have a name? Still nothing. But her rocking slows. I had a rabbit when I was little. His name was Cotton. He was all white except for one brown ear. Isabella's head tilts slightly, listening. Cotton liked carrots, but he loved apples even more. We'd sit under the porch together and share apple slices. What happened to Cotton? The girl's voice is barely a whisper. Grace's breath caught. He got old. He went to sleep one day and didn't wake up. But I still remember him. I still love him. My mama went to sleep too. Isabella's voice cracks. She didn't wake up either. My heart breaks. I look at Nonna Lucia. Her eyes are wet. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I speak gently, carefully. That must hurt very much. Papa says she's in heaven, but I can't see heaven. I can't see anything. I move closer. This time I touch her hand. Just lightly. Can I sit with you? She nods. I settle beside her on the floor. The silence stretches between us. Not uncomfortable, just present. After a while I start to hum. An old gospel song my grandmother taught me. His eye is on the sparrow. The melody fills the quiet room. Isabella's rocking stops completely. She turns her head toward me. Then, softly, she hums back, following the tune, matching each note. Something shifts in my chest. A warmth, a knowing. This child is lost in darkness, but she's listening for light. I keep humming. Isabella keeps following. And in that moment, I know exactly why God sent me here. That night, I lie in my small room on the 3rd floor. It's plain, but clean. A bed, a dresser, a window that looks out over the garden. I open my Bible and read by lamplight. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? I whisper the words. They steady me. Tomorrow will bring new challenges, new heartaches to witness. But I'm not afraid. Not anymore. I think about Isabella, that sweet, broken child. I think about Giovanni and his cold eyes, his desperate warning, his barely hidden grief. This house is full of ghosts, full of guilt, but it's also full of people who need healing, people who need hope. I close my Bible and turn off the light. In the darkness, I pray for wisdom, for patience, for courage, and for the strength to love people who've forgotten how to be loved. Sleep comes slowly, but when it does, I dream of sunlight breaking through storm clouds. The next morning, I wake before dawn. Old habits. I dress quietly and make my way downstairs. The mansion is silent, empty. I find the kitchen and start making breakfast. The butler, Marco, I learned his name yesterday, enters while I'm setting the table. He stops. His eyes find mine. His expression is suspicious. What are you doing? Making breakfast? I keep my voice pleasant. That's not your job. Someone has to feed Isabella. I figured I'd start. He doesn't respond, just watches me with narrowed eyes. After a moment, he speaks again. His voice is lower now, harder. A word of advice, Miss Williams. Don't get too comfortable here. I'm not trying to be comfortable. I'm trying to be useful. That's the problem. He steps closer. Mr. Moretti doesn't like change. He doesn't trust outsiders, especially ones who come in singing hymns and carrying Bibles. I haven't sung any hymns. Not yet. But I see the way you look at things. Like you're planning to fix them. His jaw tightens. You can't fix this family. Nobody can. Grace felt a flash of frustration. But I keep it hidden. I'm not here to fix anyone, Mr. Marco. I'm here to care for a little girl. Then do that. Nothing more. He turns to leave, then pauses. And never mention God in this house. Mr. Moretti won't tolerate it. He walks out before I can respond. I stand alone in the kitchen. The silence hangs heavy again, but I'm not discouraged. I've faced harder battles than this. I finish preparing breakfast and carry a tray upstairs to Isabella's room. She's already awake, sitting in bed, staring at nothing. I knock gently before entering. Good morning, Isabella. I brought you breakfast. She doesn't turn, doesn't smile, but she speaks. What is it? Scrambled eggs, toast with butter, orange juice. I set the tray on her lap and guide her hands to the fork. She eats slowly, mechanically, like she's forgotten how to enjoy food. Do you like music, Isabella? She nods. What kind? Mama used to play piano. She sang to me. That sounds beautiful. Do you remember any of the songs? She shakes her head. I don't remember her voice anymore. I try, but it's gone. My throat tightens. That's okay, sweetheart. Memories fade sometimes, but love doesn't. Your mama's love is still with you. How do you know? Because love isn't something we see. It's something we feel. Right here. I touch my hand to my chest. And I can tell your mama loved you very much. Isabella's eyes shimmer. A tear slides down her cheek. I wipe it gently. It's okay to cry. It's okay to miss her. Papa doesn't cry. He just gets angry. Sometimes anger is just sadness wearing a mask. She thinks about this. Then she finishes her breakfast in silence. When she's done, I help her wash and dress. Then I guide her to the window. Can you feel the sun coming through the glass? She reaches out. Her fingers touch the warm pane. Yes. That warmth is God's smile. He's letting you know he's here. That you're not alone. Grace? Her voice is small. Yes? Will you sing for me? Like you did yesterday? My heart swells. Of course, sweetheart. I start singing softly. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? The words flow naturally, easily. Isabella listens with her whole body. Her face tilts toward me. Her breathing slows. Then she smiles. Just barely. Just enough. And for the first time since I arrived, this room feels less like a tomb. That afternoon, I take Isabella to the garden. The air is cool but pleasant. Birds sing in the trees. I help her sit on a bench and kneel beside her. Let's play a game. I'm going to hand you different things. You tell me what they are just by touching them. She nods. Interested. I pick a leaf from a nearby bush. What's this? She runs her fingers over it, feeling the veins, the smooth surface. A leaf. Good. Now this. I place a small stone in her palm. She rolls it between her fingers. A rock. Perfect. You're very good at this. We continue for several minutes. Flowers, grass, bark. She identifies each one correctly. Her confidence grows. Her smile comes easier. Then I notice something. When I move my hand in front of her face, her eyes flicker. Just slightly. Just for a second. My pulse quickens. I try again. This time I wave my hand slowly from left to right. Her pupils shift, following the movement. Grace's breath caught. She can see, at least a little, at least shapes, light and shadow. But before I can process this, a voice cuts through the moment. What are you doing? I turn. Giovanni stands at the garden entrance. His face is hard, angry. I'm teaching Isabella to use her other senses. I heard you singing, in her room. He walks closer. His presence feels overwhelming. I told you not to fill her head with false hope. I'm not, Mr. Moretti. You're just disobeying my direct orders. His voice is sharp, cold. That's what you're doing. Isabella shrinks beside me. I feel her hand grip mine. Tight. Afraid. Sir, with respect, singing isn't false hope. It's comfort. It's joy. This child needs both. What she needs is to accept her reality, not to be told that some invisible God is smiling down on her through a window. His eyes burn. The world is dark, Miss Williams. The sooner she learns that, the safer she'll be. Grace felt anger rise in her chest. But I swallow it. I keep my voice steady. The world can be dark, Mr. Moretti, but that doesn't mean we stop looking for light. For a moment, something changes in his face. A crack in the stone. Then it's gone. The mask returns. Take her inside. Dinner is at 6. Don't be late. He walks away. His shoulders are rigid. His fists are clenched. I look down at Isabella. She's trembling. It's okay, sweetheart. He's not angry at you. He's always angry. Her voice breaks. Ever since Mama left. I pull her close. She doesn't resist. She buries her face against my shoulder and cries. Soft, quiet sobs that break my heart. I hold her. I don't speak. I just let her grieve. And as the sun begins to set, I make a silent vow. I will help this child. I will help this family, even if it costs me everything. That evening, I put Isabella to bed early. She's exhausted from crying. I tuck her in and kiss her forehead. Sleep well, sweetheart. Tomorrow will be better. Promise? I promise to try my very best to make it better. She smiles faintly. Okay. I leave her door cracked open and head downstairs. The mansion is quieter now. Most of the staff have gone home. Only Marco remains, checking locks and closing curtains. I find Nonna Lucia in her sitting room. She's knitting by lamplight. She looks up when I enter. Come in, child. Sit with me. I settle into the chair across from her. The room is warm, comfortable, so different from the rest of the house. How was your first full day? She asks. Challenging, but good. Giovanni can be difficult. Don't take it personally. I don't. I pause. But I don't understand. Why is he so angry? Why is he so afraid of hope? Nonna Lucia's hands still. She sets down her knitting. Her eyes find mine. They're sad, knowing. Because hope is what killed his wife. The words hit me hard. I wait. She continues. Elena, Giovanni's wife, was a good woman, kind, gentle, but she hated this life. The violence, the secrets, the fear. She begged Giovanni to leave, to start over somewhere safe. What happened? He refused. He said he couldn't walk away, that there were obligations, debts, threats. Nonna Lucia's voice drops. They fought the night she died. Terrible, cruel words. Elena said she couldn't live like this anymore. My chest tightens. She went upstairs to Isabella's room. Giovanni followed her. They argued more. Isabella woke up. She was only 3 years old. Nonna Lucia's hands tremble. Elena was standing at the window. She was crying. Giovanni turned to check on Isabella. And when he looked back, she stops. A tear slides down her cheek. Elena jumped? I whisper. Yes. The word is barely audible. Isabella saw everything. She screamed. She went into shock. And when the doctors examined her later, they said she'd lost her sight. Complete blindness. No medical cause. Just gone. Grace felt tears sting her eyes. Trauma. Yes. The doctors called it psychosomatic blindness. Her mind shut down her eyes to protect her from what she saw. And Giovanni blames himself. He blames everything. God, Elena, himself. He keeps Isabella blind as a kind of penance, a punishment. He believes if she stays in darkness, it will somehow atone for his sins. I wipe my eyes. My hands shake. That's not how forgiveness works. I know, but Giovanni has forgotten that. He's forgotten so much. Nonna Lucia picks up her knitting again. Her movements are slow, tired. He won't let anyone near his pain. He won't let anyone help. Even you? Especially me. I remind him of better days. Of who he used to be before all this. She looks at me. But you, Grace, you're different. You're outside all of this. Maybe you can reach him. Maybe you can help them both. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. That's all any of us can do. The silence stretches between us. Comfortable now. Shared grief binding us together. There's something else, I say quietly. Something I noticed today. What? Isabella's eyes moved. When I waved my hand in front of her face, she tracked the movement. Nonna Lucia's breath catches. Are you certain? Yes, I'm certain. She can see something. Maybe just light and shadow, but it's there. Does Giovanni know? Not yet. I need to be sure before I tell him. I need to test more. Be careful, Grace. If Giovanni finds out you've been experimenting with his daughter, her voice trails off. I know, but I have to try. For Isabella's sake. Nonna Lucia nods slowly. Then I'll pray for you. For all of us. Thank you. I stand to leave. As I reach the door, Nonna Lucia calls after me. Grace? Yes? Thank you for coming. This house has been dark for so long. It's good to have light again. I smile. It's good to be here. Late that night, I can't sleep. I keep thinking about Isabella. About her eyes. About the way they flickered when I moved my hand. I slip out of bed and tiptoe down the hall to her room. The door is still cracked. I peek inside. She's asleep. Peaceful. Clutching her rabbit. I step inside quietly. I light a candle on her dresser. Then I kneel beside her bed. Slowly, carefully, I move the candle near her face. Not close enough to wake her. Just close enough to test. Her eyelids flutter. Her pupils move beneath them. Contracting. Responding to the light. Grace's breath caught. My heart pounds. She can see. She can see. I blow out the candle and sit back on my heels. Tears stream down my face. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for showing me the truth. But the joy is mixed with fear. How do I tell Giovanni? How do I convince him that his daughter isn't cursed? That she can heal? I don't have answers. Not yet. So I do the only thing I can. I pray. I pray for wisdom, for courage, for the right words at the right time. And I pray that God will prepare Giovanni's heart to receive what he's not ready to hear. When I finally return to my room, dawn is breaking. I lie down and close my eyes. Sleep comes quickly. And for the first time in years, I dream of children running in sunlight. The next few days pass in a careful rhythm. I care for Isabella. I teach her games. I sing to her when Giovanni isn't around. And slowly, carefully, I test her vision. I move objects in front of her face. She tracks them. I shine light from different angles. Her pupils respond. I hold up my hand and ask her to count my fingers. She gets it right. Every time. She can see. Not perfectly. Not clearly. But enough. Enough to prove that the blindness isn't permanent. That it can be broken. But I say nothing to Giovanni. Not yet. I need more proof. More certainty. Because if I'm wrong, I'll lose his trust forever. And Isabella needs me here. One afternoon, Giovanni calls me to his office. My stomach tightens as I walk down the stairs. His voice was formal on the phone. Cold. I brace myself. He's sitting behind a massive desk when I enter. Papers spread before him. A glass of whiskey in his hand. He doesn't look up. Close the door. I obey. The silence hangs heavy. Isabella seems different. His voice is measured, controlled, more responsive, more aware. She's adjusting to having consistent care. Is that all? He finally looks up. His eyes search mine. Or is there something you're not telling me? My pulse quickens. Grace felt her stomach tighten, but I keep my face calm. I'm teaching her to engage with the world, to trust her other senses, to find joy despite her limitations. Limitations! He says the word like it tastes bitter. My daughter has no limitations. She's completely blind. There's nothing to engage with, nothing to hope for. Mr. Moretti? Stop. He stands, walks around the desk, towers over me. I know what you're doing. You're filling her head with dreams, with possibilities that don't exist. And when reality comes crashing down, she'll be even more broken than before. What if reality isn't what you think? The words slip out before I can stop them. His eyes narrow. What does that mean? I should stay silent. I should walk away, but I can't. Not anymore. What if Isabella's blindness isn't permanent? What if it's something that can heal? It can't. His voice is flat, final. How do you know? Because I've had her examined by the best doctors in New York, in Boston, in Europe. They all said the same thing. There's no medical cause, no cure. She's blind, and she always will be. But what if they're wrong? What if— Enough. He slams his hand on the desk. The sound echoes through the room. You've been here less than a week, and already you think you know better than specialists who've dedicated their lives to medicine? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you're saying that I should give my daughter false hope, that I should believe in miracles, that I should trust in a God who let my wife die and my child go blind. His voice breaks, just slightly. I'm done believing in miracles, Miss Williams. They don't exist. The pain in his voice stops me cold. I see it now. The truth beneath the anger. He's not afraid of hope. He's afraid of disappointment. Of losing again. I'm sorry. My voice is soft. Gentle. I didn't mean to overstep. He turns away. Faces the window. His shoulders are rigid. If you want to stay in this house, you'll do your job and nothing more. Is that understood? Yes, sir. You're dismissed. I leave the office with my heart pounding. My hands tremble. I made a mistake. I pushed too hard, too fast. Now he's closed off even more. But as I climb the stairs to Isabella's room, I hear a sound, soft, broken, coming from Giovanni's office. I pause. Listen. It's crying. Deep, wrenching sobs that shake the walls. And I realize something that changes everything. Giovanni Moretti isn't angry. He's drowning, and he doesn't know how to ask for help. That night, I find Nonna Lucia again. This time I ask her directly. I need to know everything. Tell me about the night Elena died. Tell me exactly what happened. She hesitates. Then she speaks. Slowly, painfully. It was late. Giovanni was in his study. Elena came down in her nightgown. She was crying. She begged him one more time to leave this life, to choose their family over the Mafia. And? He said he couldn't, that it was too late, that he'd made promises he couldn't break. Nonna Lucia's voice shakes. Elena screamed at him. She said he'd already chosen, that his family would always come second to his empire. What did he say? He said nothing. He just stared at her. Cold, silent. So she ran upstairs. Giovanni followed. They fought outside Isabella's door. Isabella woke up. She was so small, so scared. And then Elena went to the window. Yes, Giovanni was trying to calm Isabella, telling her everything would be okay. And Elena, she just looked at him, looked at Isabella. Then she opened the window and jumped. The words hang in the air, heavy, final. Isabella saw it happen, I whisper, every second. Giovanni grabbed her, covered her eyes. But it was too late. The damage was done. Nonna Lucia wipes her eyes. The doctor said her blindness was her mind's way of protecting her, of erasing what she'd seen. And Giovanni believes he caused it, by refusing to leave, by choosing the Mafia over his family. Yes, he thinks if he'd said yes that night, Elena would still be alive. Isabella would still see. Everything would be different. I close my eyes. The weight of it all presses down. That's why he won't let anyone hope, because hope reminds him of what he lost. Yes, we sit in silence. The truth settles over us like a shroud, but something else settles too. Clarity, understanding, a path forward. I need to help them, I say quietly. Both of them. Isabella needs to know she can heal, and Giovanni needs to know he can be forgiven. It won't be easy. I know. He'll fight you every step. I know that too. Nonna Lucia looks at me. Something shifts in her expression. Pride. Hope. You're braver than you look, Grace Williams. I'm not brave. I'm just obedient. God sent me here for a reason. I'm starting to understand what it is. Then go with God. And I'll pray for you both. I stand to leave. But at the door, I pause. Nonna Lucia, the medical records. Where would Giovanni keep them? She hesitates, then points to the hallway. His study. There's a locked cabinet behind his desk. The key is hidden behind the picture frame on the north wall. Why are you telling me this? Because sometimes the truth needs a little help finding its way out. She smiles sadly. And because I want my son back. The real Giovanni. The one who still believed in light. I nod. Understanding passes between us. Then I slip into the night. The next afternoon, while Giovanni is out, I return to his study. My heart hammers in my chest. Grace felt afraid. But I move forward anyway. I find the picture frame, lift it carefully. The key falls into my palm. Small, cold, heavy with significance. I unlock the cabinet. Inside are files, letters, documents stamped with hospital seals. I pull out Isabella's medical file. My hands shake as I read. Patient, Isabella Moretti. Age 3. Diagnosis, psychosomatic blindness following acute psychological trauma. Prognosis, unknown. Treatment, therapy, time, stability. Recommended, remove child from trigger environment. Provide consistent, loving care. Avoid discussion of traumatic event. Note: father refuses relocation. Insists on keeping child at family estate. Father demonstrates signs of severe guilt and depression. Recommend psychiatric evaluation. The words blur. I flip to the next page. It's a letter from a specialist in Boston. Mr. Moretti, I understand your desire to protect your daughter, but keeping her in the environment where the trauma occurred may prevent her healing. Children with psychosomatic blindness often recover when given proper support and removed from triggering stimuli. I urge you to reconsider your decision. There are more letters, more recommendations, all saying the same thing, all ignored. Giovanni knew. He knew Isabella could heal, but he kept her here, kept her blind, because he believed it was his punishment, his cross to bear. My hands tremble as I close the file. I return it to the cabinet, lock it, replace the key, but the truth is already burning in my mind. Isabella doesn't have to be blind. She never did. Her father just couldn't forgive himself enough to let her see. I leave the study and walk straight to Isabella's room. She's sitting by the window, listening to birds. I kneel beside her, take her hands in mine. Isabella, I need you to trust me. Can you do that? Yes. Her voice is small but certain. Good. Because we're going to try something. Something that might help you. Help me how? Help you see. Her breath catches. Papa says I'll never see again. Your papa is wrong, and I'm going to prove it. For the first time since I arrived, Isabella's face fills with something I haven't seen before. Hope. And in that moment, I know there's no turning back. The next morning arrives with golden light. I wake Isabella early. Her small hand fits perfectly in mine. We walk to the garden together. Where are we going? She asks. Somewhere bright. Somewhere safe. The garden is empty. Quiet. Perfect. I guide her to a stone bench and kneel before her. Isabella, I need you to do something for me. Something important. What? I'm going to move my hand in front of your face. I want you to tell me if you feel anything, see anything, even if it's just a shadow. She nods. Her breathing quickens. Grace felt her chest tighten with anticipation. I raise my hand slowly, left to right. Her eyes track it. Just barely. Just enough. Did you see that? I whisper. I don't know. Maybe. Something moved. That's good. That's very good. I try again. This time I move my hand up and down. Her pupils follow. There it is again. Her voice rises. Excited. Afraid. Like a dark shape. Like something blocking the light. My hands tremble. You're not imagining it, sweetheart. You're seeing. Your eyes are working. But Papa said, I know what your Papa said. But he was wrong. I take both her hands. Your mind made you blind to protect you from something terrible. But you're safe now. You don't need that protection anymore. How do you know? Because I've been watching, testing, and I've seen your eyes respond to light, to movement, to color. I squeeze her hands gently. You can heal, Isabella. You just have to let yourself. Tears spill down her cheeks. I'm scared. I know, but I'm right here, and I'm not going anywhere. We sit together in the sunlight. I guide her through simple exercises, tracking movements, following light, identifying brightness versus shadow. By the end of the hour, she can point to where the sun is. She can tell when I'm standing in front of her. She can see shapes. Something shifts in her expression. Wonder, disbelief, joy. Grace? Is this real? Yes, sweetheart. This is real. She throws her arms around me, sobbing, laughing. I hold her tight. My own tears fall freely. This is why I'm here. This moment. This miracle. This child remembering how to see. That afternoon, Giovanni returns early. He finds us in the garden. Isabella is laughing, reaching for flowers, describing colors she shouldn't be able to name. He stops, stares. His face is unreadable. What's going on here? I stand quickly. Isabella turns toward his voice. Her eyes find his. Not perfectly, but close enough. Papa? I can see you. Just a little. Just your shape. Giovanni's breath catches. His face goes pale. What did you say? I can see. Grace showed me how. Isabella runs to him. Her steps are uncertain but direct. I can see shadows, and light, and shapes. He catches her, holds her at arm's length. His eyes search her face. This isn't possible. It is. I step forward. My voice is steady. Isabella's blindness was never physical, Mr. Moretti. It was psychological, trauma-induced. The doctors told you that years ago. How do you— His voice cuts off. Understanding dawns. You went through my files. Yes. You had no right. You're right. I didn't. But I had a responsibility. To Isabella. To the truth. His jaw tightens. Giovanni felt anger rise in his chest, but beneath it something else. Fear, hope, confusion. Get out. His voice is low. Dangerous. Mr. Moretti, get out of my house. Now. He releases Isabella and points toward the mansion. Pack your things. You're fired. Papa, no! Isabella clings to him. Please don't send her away. She betrayed my trust. She went through private documents. She filled your head with false hope. It's not false. Isabella's voice breaks. I can see you. You can't. He pulls away from her. His hands shake. You're confused, imagining things. Grace manipulated you. I didn't manipulate anyone. I keep my voice calm. Even. I just helped her remember that healing is possible. There is no healing, he shouts now. Raw. Desperate. There is no forgiveness. There is no second chance. What's done is done. The words echo through the garden. Isabella sobs. Giovanni's chest heaves. His eyes are wild. Broken. Grace's breath caught. This isn't about Isabella. It never was. It's about him. His guilt. His punishment. You're right, I say softly. What's done is done. Your wife is gone. That night happened. You can't change it. I step closer. But you can choose what happens next. You can choose to help your daughter heal, or you can keep her in darkness because you think you deserve to suffer. You don't know what you're talking about. I know more than you think. I know Elena begged you to leave. I know you refused. I know she jumped while Isabella watched. His face crumbles. And I know you've been punishing yourself ever since by keeping Isabella blind, as if her darkness will somehow atone for your sins. Stop. But it won't. It never will. Because guilt doesn't heal guilt, Mr. Moretti. Only grace does. Get out. His voice cracks. Get out before I have you removed. I look at Isabella. She's crying, reaching for me. My heart breaks. But I can't stay if he won't let me. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I kneel beside her. I have to go. No, please. She wraps her arms around me. Don't leave me. Your papa will take care of you. He loves you very much. Then why is he doing this? Because he's scared. Because he doesn't know how to forgive himself yet. I kiss her forehead. But maybe one day he will. I stand. Giovanni won't look at me. His face is turned away. His shoulders shake. I walk toward the mansion. Each step feels like carrying stones. But I don't look back. If this is God's will, I'll accept it. Even if it tears my heart apart. I pack my small suitcase in silence. The room feels smaller now, colder. I place my Bible on top of my clothes and close the case. There's a knock at the door. I turn. Nonna Lucia stands in the doorway. Her face is wet with tears. Please don't go. Her voice was soft, pleading. I don't have a choice. You do. Stay. Fight for them. I tried. He won't listen. He will. She steps inside, takes my hands. Give him time. He's not thinking clearly right now. He's terrified. Of what? Of hope. Of healing. Of believing that maybe, just maybe, God hasn't abandoned him completely. Her eyes find mine. You're the first person in 4 years who's made him feel anything besides grief. That's frightening for him. I can't force him to accept help, Nonna Lucia. No, but you can give him space to realize he needs it. She squeezes my hands. Stay the night. One more night. Let him see what it's like without you here. Let Isabella cry for you. Let him hear it. I hesitate. Grace felt torn between obedience and stubbornness. What if he really wants me gone? Then you'll leave in the morning, but at least give him a chance to change his mind. She smiles sadly. Sometimes people need to lose something before they understand its value. I nod slowly. One night. But if he still wants me gone tomorrow, I won't fight it. Fair enough. She leaves. I unpack my suitcase and sit on the bed. The silence stretches long, heavy. I pray quietly. For wisdom. For patience. for Giovanni's heart to soften. Hours pass. Night falls. I don't go downstairs for dinner. I just sit. Wait. Listen. Then near midnight I hear footsteps in the hall. They stop outside my door. A pause. Then a quiet knock. Miss Williams? Giovanni's voice is rough, tired. I open the door. He stands in the shadows. His face is drawn. His eyes are red. I'm sorry. The words come out broken, raw. I shouldn't have fired you. I was wrong. Grace's breath caught. Mr. Moretti? Isabella won't stop crying. She won't eat, won't sleep. She just keeps asking for you. His voice cracks. And I realized something. You're the first person who's made her smile since her mother died. The first person who's given her hope. I'm glad I could help. No, you don't understand. He looks directly at me now. His eyes are wet. I need you to stay, not just for Isabella. For me. Because watching her cry tonight, I realized I've been doing the exact same thing to her that killed my wife. What do you mean? I've been keeping her prisoner. In darkness. In grief. In a life she didn't choose. Just like I did to Elena. His hands shake. And if you leave, I'll lose her too. Maybe not physically, but emotionally. She'll stop fighting. She'll give up. Just like Elena did. Tears stream down my face. You won't lose her. She loves you. I don't deserve that love. Maybe not, but she's giving it anyway. That's what love does. I step forward. Let me help you, Mr. Moretti. Let me help both of you heal. He nods, unable to speak. His shoulders shake with silent sobs. I do something I never thought I'd do. I reach out and touch his arm, gently, briefly. You're not alone in this. I feel alone. I know, but you're not. I squeeze his arm once, then release it. God hasn't abandoned you. He sent me here, didn't he? Giovanni looks at me for a long moment. Something shifts in his expression. Not belief, not yet, but maybe the beginning of it. Will you stay? He asks quietly. Yes, I'll stay. Relief floods his face. Thank you. He turns to leave, then pauses. Miss Williams? Yes? Call me Giovanni. Then he's gone, disappearing into the shadows, leaving me standing alone. But for the first time since I arrived, I don't feel alone. I feel purposeful, chosen, exactly where I'm meant to be. The next morning, Isabella runs into my room before dawn. She throws herself into my arms. Her face is wet with tears. You're still here. I'm still here, sweetheart. I hold her tight. I'm not going anywhere. Papa said you're staying forever. Not forever, but for as long as you need me. She pulls back. Her eyes find mine. Still unfocused. Still learning, but seeing. Can we practice again? The light exercises? Of course. We spend the morning in her room. I set up candles at different distances. She walks toward them, slowly, carefully. Her steps grow more confident with each attempt. Giovanni appears in the doorway, watching, silent. His face is unreadable. She's doing well, I say without looking at him. Yes. His voice was quiet, thoughtful. Isabella reaches the correct candle and turns around, triumphant. I did it. Yes, you did? Giovanni steps into the room. He kneels beside her. I'm proud of you. She throws her arms around him. He holds her. His eyes close. A single tear escapes. I look away, giving them privacy. But my heart swells. This is progress. This is healing. Slow, painful, but real. The days that follow establish a new rhythm. I work with Isabella every morning. Light exercises, color identification, distance perception. Giovanni watches sometimes. Silent, observing. One afternoon, I take Isabella to the garden again. The flowers are blooming. Bright colors everywhere. I pick a red rose and hold it before her. What color is this? She squints, concentrating. Red? Yes. Very good. Her face lights up. Giovanni is watching from the terrace. I catch his eye. He doesn't look away this time. Something passes between us. Understanding, gratitude, trust. That evening he joins us for dinner. The three of us. Plus Nonna Lucia. It's the first time we've all eaten together. Grace teaches me songs, Isabella says between bites. Want to hear one? Giovanni hesitates, then nods. Sure. Isabella sings softly. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Her voice is sweet, pure. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Giovanni's jaw tightens. His eyes shimmer, but he doesn't interrupt. He just listens. When she finishes, he speaks. His voice was rough. That was beautiful, Isabella. Mama used to sing to me too, but different songs. I remember. He sets down his fork. She had a beautiful voice. Like yours. Do you miss her? The question hangs in the air. Heavy. Dangerous. Grace felt her stomach tighten. But I stay quiet. Every day. Giovanni's voice breaks. Every single day. Me too. Isabella reaches across the table. Her hand finds his. But I'm glad we have Grace now. She makes things less sad. Giovanni looks at me. His eyes are wet. Grateful. Broken. Yes. She does. The silence stretches. But it's not uncomfortable. It's full. Rich. Healing. After dinner, Giovanni asks to speak with me privately. We walk to his study. He closes the door, pours himself a drink, then offers me one. I don't drink, but thank you. Of course. He takes a sip, then sets the glass down. I wanted to apologize, properly, for how I treated you, for firing you, for everything. You were protecting your daughter. I understand. No, I was protecting myself. He turns to face me. You were right. I've been keeping Isabella blind because I thought it was my punishment. Because I thought if I suffered enough, maybe God would forgive me. That's not how forgiveness works. I'm starting to understand that. He pauses. The files you found? The letters from the doctors? They all said the same thing? That Isabella could heal if given the right environment. The right support. Yes. I ignored them. For 4 years. Because I was too consumed by guilt to see past my own pain. His hands shake. What kind of father does that? A broken one. A human one. That's generous. It's honest. I step closer. You made mistakes, Giovanni. But you're trying to fix them now. That's what matters. Is it enough? That's not for me to say. But I think Isabella would tell you it is. He nods slowly, then looks directly at me. I want to try something. An experiment. What kind of experiment? I want to take Isabella to see a specialist. A real one. Someone who can evaluate her progress and tell us if this is real or just wishful thinking. Grace's breath caught. You're ready for that? I think so. No. I know so. He straightens. If there's a chance she can fully recover, I want to give her that chance. No matter how much it costs me. It won't cost you anything, Giovanni. It'll give you everything. I hope you're right. I am. He smiles faintly. You're very certain for someone who's only known us a few weeks. I'm certain because I've seen miracles before, and I know one when I see it. Is that what this is? A miracle? What else would you call it? He doesn't answer, just looks at me. His eyes are softer now, less guarded. Something shifts in his expression. Vulnerability. Trust. Thank you, Grace, for not giving up on us. I never could. You're family now. The words surprise us both, but they're true. In just a few short weeks, this house has become home. These people have become mine to love, to protect, to fight for. Giovanni clears his throat. There's one more thing. What? The files mention something else. Something I've been avoiding. What? Therapy. For Isabella. To help her process what she saw that night. My chest tightens. That's important. Essential even. I know. But I'm afraid. Afraid that talking about it will make things worse. That it'll break her all over again. It might be painful, but healing always is. I touch his arm briefly. She needs to face what happened, so she can move past it. Will you be there? When she does? If you want me to be. I do. Then I will. Relief floods his face. He reaches out, takes my hand, squeezes once. I don't know how to thank you. You don't have to. This is what I'm here for. He releases my hand, but something lingers. A connection, a bond, deeper than employer and employee, more sacred than friendship. We're in this together now, for better or worse. Until healing comes. 2 days later, a black car arrives. Giovanni hired a child therapist from Manhattan, Dr. Sarah Chen. She's kind, professional, gentle. She spends an hour with Isabella, alone. I wait outside with Giovanni. He paces. His hands clench and unclench. Grace felt anxiety mirror his own. What if this makes things worse? He asks for the 3rd time. It won't. How can you be sure? Because Isabella is stronger than you think. And because truth always heals better than silence. He stops pacing, looks at me. You really believe that? With everything in me. The door opens. Dr. Chen emerges. Her face is calm, professional. She's doing well. Better than I expected, actually. She glances at her notes. Isabella is incredibly resilient, and her progress with vision recovery is remarkable. So, it's real? Giovanni's voice cracks. She's actually healing? Yes. The blindness was psychosomatic, as the original diagnosis indicated. But with consistent support and therapy, I believe she can make a full recovery. Giovanni's knees buckle. I catch his arm. He steadies himself. His breath comes in short gasps. Thank God. The words escape without thought. Thank God. Dr. Chen smiles. I'd like to see her twice a week, and I recommend you both attend family therapy sessions as well. Both of us? Giovanni looks at me. Yes. Grace has become a primary attachment figure for Isabella. Her presence is essential to the healing process. I nod. I'll do whatever helps. Good. Dr. Chen hands Giovanni a card. Call my office to schedule, and Mr. Moretti? You should be very proud. Your daughter is extraordinary. I know. His voice is thick. I'm just starting to realize how much. Dr. Chen leaves. Isabella emerges from the room. She looks tired but calm. Giovanni kneels before her. How do you feel? Sad, but okay. She looks at him. Really looks. Her eyes are clearer now, more focused. Dr. Chen says I can talk about Mama now, that it's safe. Do you want to? Not yet, but maybe soon. She reaches for my hand. Can Grace stay with me tonight? Of course. I take her hand. We walk upstairs together. Giovanni watches us go. His face is a mixture of grief and hope, pain and healing. Later that night, after Isabella falls asleep, I return downstairs. Giovanni is sitting in the library. A fire burns low. He's staring at the flames, lost in thought. Can I join you? I ask from the doorway. Please. I settle into the chair across from him. The silence stretches. Comfortable now. Familiar. I never thanked Elena, he says suddenly. The night she died. She begged me to choose her. To choose Isabella. To leave all this behind. His voice breaks. And I said no. I said my obligations came first. My reputation. My power. Grace felt tears sting her eyes. But I stay quiet. Let him speak. She looked at me like I was a stranger. Like she didn't recognize me anymore. Then she went upstairs. And I thought she'd calm down. That we'd talk in the morning. That everything would be fine. But it wasn't. No. I heard Isabella scream. I ran upstairs. Elena was standing at the window. She looked back at me once. Just once. And then she jumped. His hands shake. I grabbed Isabella. Covered her eyes. But she'd already seen everything. I'm so sorry. The doctor said her mind shut down her vision to protect her. To erase the memory. And I thought that was God's judgment. That he was punishing me for letting Elena die. God doesn't work that way. How do you know? Because God isn't about punishment. He's about redemption. About second chances. About grace. I lean forward. What happened to Elena was tragic. But it wasn't your punishment. It was her choice. A desperate, terrible choice born from pain and hopelessness. I drove her to it. No, you made mistakes. But you didn't kill her. She killed herself. And that weight isn't yours to carry alone. His eyes find mine. Desperate. Searching. Then whose is it? God's. He's the only one strong enough to hold that kind of pain. I don't know how to give it to him. You start by letting go. By forgiving yourself. By accepting that you're human and humans fail. I reach across the space between us. Take his hand. And then you let people love you anyway. His breath catches. His grip tightens on my hand. Tears stream down his face. I don't know if I can. You don't have to do it alone. That's what I'm here for. That's what Isabella is here for. That's what Grace is for. He pulls his hand away, covers his face. Sobs shake his shoulders. Deep, wrenching, years of grief pouring out. I don't move, don't speak. I just sit with him, holding space for his pain, letting him break, because sometimes breaking is the first step toward healing. When the tears finally stop, he looks up. His face is raw, vulnerable, different. Will you pray with me? The words come out rough, uncertain. Grace's breath caught. Yes, of course. I don't know how. That's okay. I'll help you. We bow our heads. I begin. Simple words. Honest words. Asking for forgiveness. For healing. For strength. For grace. And then quietly, Giovanni joins in, repeating after me, stumbling through phrases he hasn't spoken in years. But the words don't matter. What matters is the intent, the surrender, the willingness to believe that maybe, just maybe, redemption is still possible. When we finish, the fire has burned low, the room is quiet, but something has changed. Giovanni's face is peaceful, his shoulders are relaxed. The weight he's been carrying seems lighter somehow. Thank you. His voice was soft, grateful. You're welcome. I haven't prayed since the funeral. I didn't think God would listen. He always listens, even when we think he's silent. I hope you're right. I am. He stands, offers me his hand. I take it. He pulls me to my feet. For a moment, we stand close, connected. His eyes find mine and hold. Good night, Grace. Good night, Giovanni. He releases my hand, but the warmth lingers. The connection remains. As I climb the stairs to my room, I whisper a prayer of thanks. For breakthrough, for healing, for hope finally taking root in darkness. But I don't know that tomorrow will bring something I'm not prepared for. Something that will test everything we've built. Something that will threaten to destroy us all. The next morning begins quietly, too quietly. I wake with an uneasy feeling in my chest. Something feels wrong. Grace felt afraid without knowing why. I dress quickly and go to Isabella's room. She's still asleep, peaceful. I kiss her forehead and whisper a prayer of protection. Then I head downstairs. Giovanni is in his study. The door is open. I see him standing at the window. His posture is rigid, tense. Marco stands beside him. Their voices are low, urgent. I knock softly. They both turn. Giovanni's face is hard, guarded. The softness from last night is gone. Grace. Good morning. His voice is tight, controlled. Is everything all right? He exchanges a glance with Marco. Something passes between them. A decision. Then he nods. Come in. Close the door. I obey. My pulse quickens. Giovanni gestures to a chair. I sit. He remains standing. Marco positions himself near the door, like a guard. There's something you need to know. Giovanni's jaw tightens. Someone came to the house last night, after you went to bed. Who? A messenger. From people I used to work with. People I thought I'd left behind. He pauses. They know I've been pulling away from the business. They're not happy about it. My stomach drops. What do they want? Me, back in the fold. Or they'll make life difficult for everyone I care about. Grace felt her chest tighten. Are we in danger? I don't know yet. I've increased security. Marco is coordinating with my men. But I need you to be careful. Stay close to Isabella. Don't leave the property. For how long? Until I resolve this. How do you resolve something like this? He doesn't answer. Just looks at me with dark, troubled eyes. His hands clench at his sides. Marco speaks up. His voice was low, serious. These aren't good people, Miss Williams. They don't make idle threats. If Mr. Moretti doesn't comply, they'll escalate. Escalate how? However they need to. Whatever it takes. Marco's expression is grim. That's how this world works. I look at Giovanni. Is this because of me? Because of the changes you've been making? No. This is because of choices I made years ago. Choices that are finally catching up to me. He moves closer. But I won't let them touch you. Or Isabella. Or anyone in this house. I promise you that. How can you promise that? Because I'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe. His voice is fierce. Final. Even if it means going back. No. The word escapes before I can stop it. You can't go back to that life. Not after how far you've come. I might not have a choice. There's always a choice. I stand. Face him directly. You said yourself you wanted to change. You prayed with me last night. You asked God for redemption. And maybe this is his answer. Maybe he's reminding me that some sins can't be forgiven. That's not true. How do you know? His voice rises. Desperate. How do you know God hasn't already given up on me? Because he sent me here. I step closer. Because he's healing your daughter. Because he's giving you chance after chance to choose differently. My voice breaks. Don't throw that away because you're scared. I'm not scared. I'm realistic. You're terrified. And that's okay. But don't let fear make your decisions. The silence hangs heavy between us. Giovanni's jaw works. His eyes search mine, looking for something. Hope, permission, escape. Marco clears his throat. Sir, we should discuss security protocols. Giovanni nods, turns away. Grace, please go check on Isabella, and remember what I said. Stay inside. Stay safe, Giovanni. Please. His voice cracks, just slightly. Just do this for me. I want to argue, to fight, but I see the fear in his eyes, the weight pressing down on him. So I nod. All right, I'll stay with Isabella. I leave the study. My heart pounds. My hands shake. Something bad is coming. I feel it in my bones, in my spirit. Lord, I pray silently. Protect this family. Give Giovanni wisdom. Don't let darkness win. Not now. Not after how far we've come. The day passes slowly. I stay with Isabella. We practice her vision exercises. She's improving rapidly. She can now distinguish colors clearly. She can walk through rooms without assistance. She can see faces. Not perfectly, but close enough. Grace? Why is Papa worried? She sits beside me on her bed. Her eyes find mine. Clear. Focused. He's dealing with some difficult people from his past. Bad people? Yes. But he's handling it. Will they hurt us? Grace felt her throat tighten. Your papa won't let that happen. Neither will I. Promise? I promise to do everything I can to keep you safe. She leans against me, trusting, innocent. I wrap my arm around her. My heart aches. This child has already lost so much. She can't lose more. That evening, Giovanni joins us for dinner, but he barely eats. His eyes are distant, troubled. Nonna Lucia watches him with growing concern. Giovanni, you need to eat something. Her voice was gentle but firm. I'm not hungry, Mama. You haven't eaten all day. I said I'm not hungry. His tone sharpens. Then he closes his eyes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. It's all right. Nonna Lucia reaches across the table, touches his hand. But whatever is happening, you don't have to face it alone. Yes, I do. This is my mess. My responsibility. No. I speak quietly. It's our responsibility now. We're family. We face things together. His eyes find mine. Something shifts in his expression. Gratitude, fear, love. The word surprises me. But it's true. Somewhere in these weeks together, love has taken root. Not romantic love. Not yet. But something deeper. Something sacred. The kind of love that makes you willing to fight. To sacrifice. To stand. Thank you. His voice is rough, emotional. All of you, for standing with me. Always. Isabella reaches for his hand. We're a family now. Giovanni's breath catches. He pulls Isabella close, buries his face in her hair. His shoulders shake. We sit in silence, holding space for his grief, his fear, his love. After dinner, I put Isabella to bed early. She's tired, emotional. She falls asleep quickly. I sit beside her for a while, watching her breathe, praying over her. Then I hear voices downstairs, raised, urgent. I slip out of Isabella's room and move to the top of the stairs. Giovanni and Marco are arguing in the entrance hall. Their voices echo. You can't meet with them alone. Marco sounds angry, afraid. It's a trap. I don't have a choice. Giovanni's voice is hard, final. If I don't go, they'll come here. I won't risk that. Then take backup. Take me. No. They said alone. If I bring anyone, the deal is off. What deal? What did they offer you? My family's safety. In exchange for one last job. Grace's breath caught. No. No. He can't. Sir, you know how this works. One job becomes two. Two becomes 10. You'll never be free. I know, but at least Grace and Isabella will be safe. Will they? Or will they just be leverage to keep you compliant? Giovanni doesn't answer. The silence stretches. Heavy, terrible. I can't stay silent. I walk down the stairs. Both men turn. Giovanni's face hardens. You were listening. Yes. And you can't do this. I reach the bottom step. You can't trade your freedom for our safety. That's not how this works. It's the only way. No, it's the easy way. The familiar way. But it's not the right way. I move closer. You said you wanted redemption. You can't find it by going backward. I'm not going backward. I'm protecting my family. By becoming the person Elena begged you to stop being? The words come out sharp, hard. She died because you wouldn't leave this life. Don't let her death be for nothing. His face goes pale. Giovanni felt anger and grief war inside him. Don't you dare use my wife against me. I'm not. I'm reminding you why she jumped. She couldn't watch you destroy yourself anymore. Tears stream down my face. And I can't either. Then don't. His voice is cold, distant. Pack your things. Take Isabella. Marco will drive you somewhere safe. No, that wasn't a request. I don't care. I stand my ground. I'm not leaving. Not while you're about to make the biggest mistake of your life. It's not your decision. You're right. It's yours. And you're choosing wrong. My voice breaks. Please, Giovanni, please don't do this. For a moment, something shifts in his expression. Doubt, pain, longing. Then the mask returns. Marco, escort Miss Williams upstairs. Make sure she stays there. Sir, that's an order. Marco moves toward me. Reluctant. Apologetic. I hold up my hand. It's all right, Marco. I'll go. I look at Giovanni one last time. But I'll be praying. For you. For us. For God to show you another way. There is no other way. His voice is empty. Defeated. I climb the stairs slowly. Marco follows. At the top, he speaks softly. For what it's worth, I think you're right. He shouldn't go. Then help me stop him. I can't. He's my boss. My friend. I owe him everything. You owe him the truth, even when it's hard. Marco's jaw tightens. He nods once, then walks away, leaving me alone in the dark hallway. I return to my room, but I don't sleep. I kneel beside my bed and pray. Not pretty prayers. Raw prayers. Desperate prayers. Begging God to intervene, to protect Giovanni from himself, to show him that faith is stronger than fear. Hours pass. The house is silent. Then, near midnight, I hear something. Footsteps. A door closing. An engine starting. I run to the window. A black car pulls away from the mansion. Giovanni is inside, heading toward whatever darkness awaits him. And I know, with terrible certainty, that everything is about to change. I don't go back to bed. I sit by the window, watching, waiting, praying. Grace felt fear claw at her chest. Nonna Lucia appears in my doorway. Her face is pale, frightened. He's gone, isn't he? Yes. She crosses herself, whispers a prayer in Italian. Then she sits beside me. We wait together, two women holding vigil, hoping, believing, fighting darkness with light. An hour passes, then another. The night stretches endlessly. Then suddenly, headlights. The car returns. Fast? Too fast? It skids to a stop in front of the mansion. Car doors slam. Voices shout. We run downstairs. Marco bursts through the front door. His face is wild, panicked. Behind him, two men carry Giovanni. He's conscious but hurt. Blood stains his shirt. His face is bruised. What happened? I rush forward. It was a setup. They tried to kill him. Marco's voice shakes. We got there just in time. We need a doctor. Already called. He's on his way. Marco helps lower Giovanni onto a couch. Sir, stay still. You're losing blood. Giovanni's eyes find mine. He tries to speak. His voice was weak, slurred. Grace, I'm sorry. You were right. Don't talk. Save your strength. I grab towels from the kitchen, press them against his wounds. My hands shake. My vision blurs with tears. But he keeps talking, determined, desperate. They wanted me to hurt people, innocent people. I couldn't. I wouldn't. Shh. It's okay. You made the right choice. They said, if I didn't comply, they'd come here. Tonight. His breath catches. Isabella, you have to protect her. We will, I promise. Marco is on the phone, shouting orders. Lock down the property, everyone on high alert. They could be here any minute. My blood runs cold. What does he mean? Who's coming? The people who tried to kill him. They know where we are. They're coming to finish what they started. Grace felt terror flood her veins. Isabella. We have to get Isabella. I run upstairs. Nonna Lucia is already in Isabella's room, wrapping her in a blanket, whispering soothing words. We need to hide. I keep my voice calm, steady. Come with me. What's happening? Isabella's voice trembles. Where's Papa? He's downstairs. He's safe. But we need to stay hidden for a little while. Can you do that? She nods, trusting me completely. I take her hand, lead her to a small closet off the main hallway. Nonna Lucia follows. Stay here. Don't come out until I tell you. I hand Nonna Lucia my phone. If something happens to me, call 911. Tell them everything. Grace, no. You're not going back down there. I have to. Giovanni needs help. I kiss Isabella's forehead. Be brave, sweetheart. God is with you. I close the closet door. Then I run back downstairs. The doctor has arrived. He's working on Giovanni, bandaging wounds, checking vitals. Giovanni's face is pale. His breathing is shallow. Marco appears beside me. He thrusts something cold into my hands. A gun. Take this. Do you know how to use it? No. I don't care what you believe. If someone comes through that door, you point and pull the trigger. Understand? My hands shake. Grace felt sick, but I nod. I take the gun. Heavy. Foreign. Wrong. Then we hear it. Cars. Multiple engines. Screeching tires. Doors slamming. They're here. Marco moves to the window. 6 men. Maybe more. All armed. We need to call the police. Already did. They're 20 minutes out. He checks his own weapon. We need to hold them off until then. Giovanni tries to sit up. Marco, get everyone. To the safe room. There's no time, sir. We make our stand here. The front door explodes inward. Gunshots ring out. Glass shatters. I scream, drop to the floor. The gun skitters away. Marco returns fire. His face is hard, focused, professional. Men shout outside. More shots. Closer now. I crawl toward Giovanni. He's trying to stand, trying to fight despite his injuries. Stay down! I push him back. You're hurt! Isabella, where is she? Safe, hidden, I promise. A window breaks. A man climbs through. Marco shoots. The man falls. But another follows. Then another. The house fills with chaos. Gunfire, shouting, smoke, terror. I see it happening in slow motion. A man breaks through the doorway to the hall, heading toward the stairs, toward Isabella. No, not her, not my girl. I grab the gun, stand, my hands steady. My fear vanishes, replaced by something fiercer, stronger. Stop! My voice cuts through the noise. The man turns, raises his weapon. I pull the trigger. The recoil knocks me backward. The shot goes wide. But it's enough. Marco appears, takes the man down. 3 precise shots. Then another window shatters. Glass flies everywhere. I feel sharp pain slice across my shoulder, my side. I fall. Blood. So much blood. My vision blurs. The room spins. Grace! Giovanni's voice sounds far away. Grace, stay with me. Strong arms lift me, carry me. Everything goes dark at the edges. I try to speak. Can't. The world fades. The last thing I hear is sirens. Beautiful, blessed sirens. Getting closer, closer. Then nothing. I wake to white light. Bright. Painful. My eyes refuse to focus. Grace felt confused. Disoriented. She's awake. A woman's voice. Gentle. Professional. Grace? Another voice. Familiar. Broken. Grace, can you hear me? I turn my head. Pain shoots through my shoulder. I gasp. Don't move. You're in the hospital. Giovanni's face appears above me. Bruised. Bandaged. But alive. You were hurt. But you're going to be okay. Everything comes rushing back. The attack. The gunshots. Isabella. Isabella. My voice cracks. Barely audible. She's safe. She's with my mother. They weren't hurt. Because of you. His eyes are wet. You saved her life, Grace. You saved all of us. Tears stream down my face. You're okay? I'm alive. Thanks to Marco. Thanks to you. He takes my hand carefully. I'm so sorry. For everything. For not listening. For being too proud. For almost losing you. You didn't lose me. I squeeze his hand weakly. I'm still here. Barely. The doctor said you lost a lot of blood. Glass cut through your shoulder and side. You needed surgery. His voice breaks. I thought I'd lost you. I thought you were going to die because of my mistakes. But I didn't. God protected me. I know. He bows his head. I know. And I'm grateful. So grateful. A nurse checks my vitals. Adjusts my IV. then leaves us alone. The room is quiet, peaceful. Such a stark contrast to the chaos hours ago. What happened? I ask. After I passed out? The police arrived. They arrested the men who attacked us, the ones who survived. Giovanni's jaw tightens. And I gave them everything. Names, locations, financial records. Every crime I ever committed or witnessed. I turned myself in, Grace. Completely. My breath catches. Giovanni. It was time. Past time. I can't live that life anymore. I won't. He looks directly at me. His eyes are clear, certain. I want redemption. Real redemption. Not just words, action. I want to be the man my daughter deserves. The man Elena needed me to be. What will happen to you? I don't know. Prison, probably. For a while. But my lawyer says if I cooperate fully, if I testify, I might get witness protection. A reduced sentence. He pauses. Either way, I'm done running. Done hiding. Done living in darkness. Grace felt pride surge through exhaustion. I'm proud of you. Don't be. Not yet. I have a long way to go. But you're walking it. That's what matters. He smiles faintly, then lifts my hand to his lips, kisses it gently. The gesture is tender, reverent, full of unspoken emotion. Rest now. Isabella will want to see you when you're stronger. He stands slowly. I'll be here, for as long as they let me. Giovanni? Yes? Thank you. For choosing differently. For choosing life. His eyes shimmer. Thank you for showing me how. He leaves. The door closes softly. I lie in the white room, listening to machines beep, feeling pain pulse through my body. But beneath it all, there's peace. Deep, unshakable. We survived. We chose light. And somehow, despite everything, we're going to be okay. I close my eyes and pray, thanking God for protection, for mercy, for second chances, for grace upon grace upon grace. Then I sleep, deep, dreamless. Healing. Days pass in a blur. I drift in and out of consciousness. Doctors visit. Nurses change bandages. Pain medication makes everything fuzzy, distant. But one thing remains constant. Giovanni. He's there every time I wake, sitting in the chair beside my bed, reading, praying, waiting. You don't have to stay, I tell him one afternoon. I want to. His voice was soft, certain. Don't you have legal things to handle? My lawyer is taking care of it. This is more important. Sitting in a hospital room, being here for you, the way you've been here for us. He sets down his book. You gave us everything, Grace. Your time, your care, your courage, almost your life. The least I can do is sit with you while you heal. My throat tightens. You don't owe me anything. I owe you everything. He reaches for my hand. You showed up when we needed you most. You loved us when we were unlovable. You fought for us when we'd given up fighting. His voice breaks. You're the reason my daughter can see. The reason I'm still alive. The reason I finally understand what grace really means. Tears spill down my cheeks. I was just doing what God asked. No, you were doing what love requires, and I'll spend the rest of my life trying to deserve that. Our eyes meet. Hold. Something passes between us. Deeper than gratitude. Stronger than friendship. Not quite love. Not yet. But the beginning of it. The foundation. The door opens. Isabella bursts in. Nonna Lucia follows close behind. Grace! Isabella runs to the bed. Her eyes are bright, clear, seeing perfectly. You're awake. Hi, sweetheart. I open my arms. She climbs carefully onto the bed, buries her face against my good shoulder. I was so scared. There was so much noise, so much shouting. Her voice muffles against me. But then Papa said you saved us. That you were so brave. You were brave too. You hid exactly like I told you. Only because I knew you'd come back. She pulls away, looks at me seriously. You always come back. Always. I touch her face gently. I promised, didn't I? She nods, then smiles. I can see you now. Really see you. Your eyes are brown, just like I thought. My heart swells. And what else can you see? Everything. The walls, the machines, Papa's bruises. She turns to him. You look tired, Papa. I am tired. He touches her hair. But I'm happy. Me too. She snuggles against me again. Now we can be a real family. Giovanni and I exchange glances. The weight of her words settles over us. A real family. Is that what we've become? I don't have answers. Only hope. Only faith that God brought us together for a reason. And that reason is still unfolding. Nonna Lucia speaks from the doorway. Her voice was gentle, knowing. Come, Isabella. Let Grace rest. We'll visit again tomorrow. Promise? Promise. Isabella kisses my cheek, then slides off the bed. Giovanni helps her down. They move toward the door, but Isabella stops. Grace? When you get better, will you come home? Back to the mansion? I look at Giovanni. He's watching me, waiting. His eyes hold a question, a hope. Yes, sweetheart. I'll come home. Her face lights up. Good. Because home isn't home without you. They leave. The room falls quiet again. But something has changed. A truth has been spoken, acknowledged. We're not employer and employee anymore. We're not even just friends. We're family. Broken, healing, but family nonetheless. And that changes everything. 3 weeks pass before the doctors release me. My shoulder heals slowly. The scars are pink and tender, but I'm alive, whole, ready to go home. Giovanni picks me up in the black car, but this time it feels different, lighter. He opens the door for me, helps me inside. His touch is gentle, careful. How are you feeling? He asks as we drive. Better, stronger. I look out the window. The world looks brighter somehow. Ready to see Isabella. She's been counting the days, driving everyone crazy with excitement. He smiles. She painted a picture for you, hung it in your room herself. Grace felt her chest warm. She painted? Colors. Lots of colors. She said it's what she sees when she thinks of you. My throat tightens. That's beautiful. She is. Thanks to you. We drive in comfortable silence. The mansion appears through the trees. But something is different. The gates are open. People are working in the garden. Children's laughter echoes across the lawn. What's happening? I ask. Mama's idea. With my full support, Giovanni pulls up to the entrance. We're converting the mansion, turning it into a community center, a place for children with disabilities, therapy, education, support. My breath catches. Giovanni. It's what Elena would have wanted. What Isabella needs. What I should have done years ago. He turns to me. His eyes are bright, clear. We're calling it the House of Grace. Tears stream down my face. You can't do that. It's too much. It's not enough. It'll never be enough to repay what you've given us. He reaches over, wipes my tears gently. But it's a start. A way to take something dark and make it light. The front door bursts open. Isabella runs out. She's wearing a yellow dress. Her hair is in braids. Her eyes are shining. Grace! Grace! You're home! I climb out of the car. She throws herself into my arms. I hold her tight despite the pain in my shoulder. Nothing matters except this moment, this child, this joy. I missed you so much, she whispers. I missed you too, sweetheart. She pulls back, looks at me seriously. Does it hurt? Your shoulder? A little, but I'm okay. Good, because I have so much to show you. She grabs my hand, pulls me toward the house. We're making the mansion into a school for kids like me. Well, like I used to be. I laugh, follow her inside. The entrance hall is transformed. Bright paint, new furniture, toys and books everywhere. Children are playing in corners. Volunteers are organizing supplies. Nonna Lucia appears. She hugs me carefully. Her eyes are wet. Welcome home, child. It's good to be home. Come, let me show you what we've done. She guides me through the mansion. Every room has changed. The study is now an office for therapists. The dining room is a classroom. The library is filled with books for children. Upstairs, bedrooms are being converted into therapy rooms. This is incredible, I whisper. It's necessary. Nonna Lucia's voice was firm, proud. For too long, this house held only pain. Now it will hold healing. We reach my room. Isabella opens the door with a flourish. Inside, everything is as I left it, but on the wall hangs a painting. Swirls of yellow, orange, pink, and blue. Bright, joyful, alive. Do you like it? Isabella bounces nervously. It's supposed to be sunrise, like the one we watched together. Remember? I love it. It's perfect. I pull her close. You're very talented. Papa says I get it from Mama. She was an artist too. I'm sure she'd be very proud of you. Giovanni appears in the doorway. His face is softer now. The hardness has melted away, replaced by something gentler, more open. Can I talk to you? He asks quietly. Alone? I nod. Isabella skips off to play. Nonna Lucia follows her. Giovanni closes the door. The silence stretches between us. The trial is in 2 weeks. His voice was steady, calm. My lawyer thinks I'll get 5 years. Maybe less with good behavior. Grace felt her stomach tighten. 5 years. I know. It's a long time. But it's fair. I did terrible things, Grace. I hurt people. Destroyed lives. He steps closer. I deserve punishment. You deserve mercy too. Maybe. But justice comes first. He reaches for my hand, holds it gently. I need to ask you something. Something important. What? Will you stay? While I'm gone? Will you run the House of Grace? Help Isabella? Be the person this family needs? My breath catches. Giovanni, I know it's asking a lot. Years of your life. But there's no one else I trust. No one else who understands what we're trying to build here. His eyes find mine and hold. Please. I can't do this without knowing you're here, that they're safe. I should say no. Should protect my heart, my future. But looking at him, I know there's only one answer. Yes, I'll stay. Relief floods his face. He pulls me close. Carefully, mindfully. His arms wrap around me. I rest my head against his chest. His heartbeat is steady, strong. Thank you. His voice breaks. Thank you for not giving up on us. I never could. We stand like that for a long moment, holding each other, finding comfort, finding strength. Then he pulls back. His eyes are wet. There's something else, something I need to tell you. What? I've been attending therapy, grief counseling, working through everything that happened with Elena. He pauses. And I've realized something. I blamed myself for so long, for her death, for Isabella's blindness, for everything. And now I understand that guilt and responsibility are different. I made mistakes, but I didn't kill Elena. She made that choice, a desperate, tragic choice. His voice shakes. And I have to forgive myself for not being able to save her. Tears stream down my face. That's very brave. It's terrifying, but necessary. He wipes his eyes. My therapist says I can't truly heal until I let go, until I accept Grace. Can you do that? I'm trying, every day, every moment. He touches my face gently. You've shown me how. By loving us when we were broken, by staying when you should have run, by believing we could be better. You are better, both of you. We're trying. He smiles faintly. And maybe that's enough. The silence hangs between us. Comfortable now, full of unspoken things. Things that will take time to say, time to become. I should let you rest. He moves toward the door, then stops. Grace? Yes? I'm glad you're home. Me too. He leaves. I sit on my bed, looking at Isabella's painting, thinking about everything that's changed, everything that's still changing. God brought me here for a reason, to heal Isabella, to save Giovanni, to transform darkness into light. And somehow, in the process, I've been transformed too, made stronger, made whole, made new. The weeks that follow are busy. The House of Grace opens officially. Children arrive. Parents bring their kids for therapy, for support, for hope. I work alongside therapists and volunteers, teaching, caring, loving. Isabella helps too. She reads to younger children, shows them her paintings, tells them her story of healing. Giovanni visits when he can, before the trial, before his sentencing. He walks through the rooms, watches children play, sees what his darkness has become. This is good, he says one afternoon. This is right. Yes, it is. I wish I'd done it sooner. You did it when you were ready. That's what matters. He looks at me. His eyes are sad, knowing I'm going to miss this, miss you, miss everything. Grace felt her chest tighten. We'll visit. We'll write. You won't be alone. I know, but it's not the same. No, but it's what we have. I touch his arm briefly. And we'll make it enough. The trial comes too quickly. I sit in the courtroom, holding Isabella's hand, watching Giovanni face his past, his crimes, his choices. He pleads guilty, takes full responsibility, testifies against former associates. The judge is stern, but fair. 5 years. Just as the lawyer predicted. Giovanni doesn't flinch. Just nods. Accepts it. Isabella cries when they lead him away. I hold her tight, whispering comfort, promising he'll come home, that we'll wait, that love doesn't end just because someone goes away. That night, I put her to bed early. She's exhausted, heartbroken, afraid. What if Papa forgets us? She whispers. He won't. He could never forget you. But 5 years is so long. I know, but we'll make it through. Together. I stroke her hair. And every day, we'll pray for him. We'll send him letters. We'll visit when they let us. We'll keep him close even when he's far away. Promise? Promise. She falls asleep holding my hand. I sit with her until her breathing steadies. Then I slip out. Walk downstairs. Find Nonna Lucia in the library. She's knitting. Her hands move steadily, rhythmically, peaceful. How is she? Nonna Lucia asks without looking up. Scared. Sad. But she'll be okay. And you? The question surprises me. Grace felt emotion rise in her throat. I don't know. I thought I'd be prepared for this. But watching them take him away, you love him. It's not a question. I care about him. About both of them. It's more than that. Nonna Lucia sets down her knitting, looks at me directly. I see the way you look at each other. The way you hold on just a little too long. The way his eyes follow you across every room. My face heats. Even if that's true, it doesn't matter. He's gone for 5 years. 5 years isn't forever. And love can wait. Can it? Mine did. My husband was a soldier, gone for 3 years during the war. But I waited. And when he came home, it was like he'd never left. She smiles. True love doesn't diminish with distance. It deepens. I want to believe her. Want to hope. But fear holds me back. What if he comes home different? What if prison changes him? It will change him. But maybe for the better. Maybe he needs this time. To fully heal. To fully become the man he wants to be. She reaches for my hand. And maybe you need this time too. To discover who you are apart from saving people. The words hit deep. True. Uncomfortable. I don't know how to be that person. Then learn. You have 5 years. She squeezes my hand. Use them well. Months pass. The House of Grace thrives. More children come. More families find help. More healing happens within these walls. I visit Giovanni every month. The prison is gray, cold, depressing, but he's different. Calmer, more at peace. He attends classes, reads constantly, writes letters to Isabella every week. How are you? I asked during one visit. Better than I deserve to be. His voice was quiet, reflective. I've had a lot of time to think, to pray, to understand what I really want from life. And what's that? Peace, purpose, redemption. He pauses. And when I get out, I want to help run the House of Grace. Officially. Give back in whatever way I can. We'd like that. Would you? His eyes search mine. Would you like me to come back? The question hangs heavy, loaded, full of meaning. Yes, I whisper. I would. Something shifts in his expression. Hope, relief, love. I'll work hard. Be good. Get out as soon as possible. His voice was fierce, determined. And then I'll spend the rest of my life proving I deserve a second chance. You don't have to prove anything, Giovanni. Yes, I do. To you. To Isabella. To myself. He leans forward. But mostly to you. Because you gave me everything. And I want to give you something back. You already have. You gave me family. Purpose. Home. That's not enough. It's everything. Our eyes meet through the glass barrier. The silence stretches. Electric. Alive, full of unspoken promises, unfinished things. The guard announces time is up. I stand reluctantly. Giovanni presses his hand against the glass. I press mine opposite, matching, connected despite the barrier. Wait for me, he says quietly. I will. Promise? Promise. I leave, but his words stay with me, in my heart, in my hope. In every prayer I whisper at night. 3 years pass. Isabella grows, turns 10, becomes confident, bright, joyful. She helps run art classes at the House of Grace, paints murals on the walls, brings color to everything she touches. The House of Grace expands. We add a music therapy program, a garden program, a family counseling wing. More volunteers join. More children heal. I find my rhythm, my purpose. I'm not just Grace the caretaker anymore. I'm Grace the director, the advocate, the voice for children who need one. But at night, I'm still Grace who waits, who hopes, who counts days until Giovanni comes home. He's been a model prisoner, earned early release, 4 years instead of 5. The letter arrives on a Tuesday. Simple, direct. Release date, December 15th, 2 weeks away. My hands shake as I read it. Grace felt joy and fear war inside her. He's coming home. After all this time, all this waiting, he's finally coming home. I tell Isabella at dinner. She screams, jumps up and down, runs to tell Nonna Lucia. The whole house fills with excitement, with anticipation, with joy. But I feel something else too. Nervousness. What if things are different now? What if we're different? What if the connection we felt was just crisis and circumstance? Nonna Lucia finds me later, sitting in the garden, staring at nothing. Nervous? She asks. Terrified. Good. That means it matters. What if he regrets waiting? What if he's moved on? Have you? No. Then trust that he hasn't either. She sits beside me. Giovanni is many things, but he's not a man who changes his mind lightly. If he asked you to wait, he meant it. 4 years is a long time. Yes, but you've used it well, built something beautiful, become someone extraordinary. She touches my hand. Don't doubt yourself now. Not when you're so close to the ending you've been praying for. What if it's not an ending? What if it's just another beginning? Then you start again. With courage, with faith, with love. She smiles. The way you've always done. December 15th arrives with snow. Soft, quiet, perfect. I wake early, dress carefully, braid my hair, try to calm my racing heart. Isabella is too excited to eat breakfast. She bounces around the kitchen, asking questions, making plans. Can we decorate his room? Can we make a welcome home banner? Can we cook his favorite meal? Yes to all of it, I say. But first, we have to pick him up. Can I come? Of course. He'll want to see you first thing. We drive to the prison. The roads are slippery. Snow falls steadily. The world is white and clean, like a fresh start. A new beginning. At the prison, we wait outside the gates. My heart pounds. My hands shake. Grace felt afraid and hopeful in equal measure. Then the gates open. Giovanni walks out. He's thinner. His hair is longer, touched with more gray. But his eyes are the same. Dark, deep, seeing everything. Isabella runs to him. He catches her, lifts her, spins her around. Both of them crying, laughing, holding tight. I wait, giving them space, giving them time. Then Giovanni sets Isabella down, walks toward me. His steps are slow, deliberate. His eyes never leave mine. He stops in front of me, close enough to touch, close enough to feel his warmth, his breath. Hi, he says softly. Hi. My voice shakes. You waited. I promised. I know, but I wasn't sure you'd really... His voice trails off. Then he smiles. Uncertain. Vulnerable. You look beautiful. You look thin. Prison food. Not recommended. He reaches out, touches my face gently. God, I missed you. I missed you too. We stand there. Snow falling around us. Isabella watching with wide eyes. The world holding its breath. Then Giovanni does something I didn't expect. He kneels, right there in the snow, takes both my hands. Grace Williams. These 4 years have been the longest of my life, but they've also been the most important. His voice was steady, clear, because they taught me who I am without the darkness, without the violence, without the fear. And they taught me that the only thing I want for the rest of my life is to be worthy of you. My breath catches. Tears stream down my face. You don't have to be worthy of me. Yes, I do. Because you're extraordinary, and you deserve someone who's whole, someone who's healed, someone who can love you the way you deserve. He squeezes my hands. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying, and I'll keep trying for as long as it takes. Giovanni, let me finish. His eyes find mine and hold. I love you, Grace. I've loved you since the day you walked into my house and refused to give up on my daughter. On me. On all of us. And if you'll have me, I want to spend the rest of my life loving you back. The world stops. Time freezes. Everything narrows to this moment. This man. This love. Yes, I whisper. Yes, I'll have you. He stands, pulls me close. Our lips meet. Soft. Gentle. Perfect. Snow falls around us. Isabella cheers. And somewhere, I feel God smiling, because this is grace. Real grace. The kind that takes broken things and makes them whole. The kind that takes darkness and turns it into light. 6 months later, I stand in the garden. The flowers are blooming. Children are playing. Laughter fills the air. Everything is exactly as it should be. Giovanni appears beside me. He wraps his arm around my waist, pulls me close. I lean into him, feeling safe, feeling home. Happy? He asks. Very. Me too. He kisses my temple. I never thought I'd feel this way again. Peaceful. Content. Whole. That's what grace does. That's what you do. Isabella runs up, holding a painting. Look, I finished it. It's a portrait of the three of us, standing together in the garden, smiling. The colors are bright, joyful, full of life. It's beautiful, I whisper. It's us. Isabella grins. Our family, finally together. Giovanni kneels, hugs her tight. Yes, our family. I join them. We hold each other. This strange, beautiful, broken and mended family. And I thank God for bringing us together, for healing us, for giving us another chance. Nonna Lucia calls from the terrace. Dinner is ready. We walk inside together, hand in hand. The house of grace welcomes us home, warm, bright, alive. That evening, after Isabella goes to bed, Giovanni and I sit on the terrace. Stars shine above. The world is quiet. Perfect. I have something for you. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small box. My breath catches. Giovanni, open it. Inside is a simple ring, silver, with a single small diamond, beautiful in its simplicity. It's not much, but it's honest, real, like us. He takes my hand. Marry me, Grace. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday. When you're ready, when we're ready. Tears blur my vision. Yes, someday, when we're ready. He slips the ring on my finger. It fits perfectly, like it was always meant to be there. We sit in comfortable silence, watching stars, holding hands, planning futures. And for the first time in years, everything feels right. Everything feels whole. Everything feels like home. Later that night, I kneel beside my bed, open my Bible, read by lamplight. The words fill me with peace, with gratitude, with joy. I pray, thanking God for bringing me here, for using me, for showing me that grace isn't just something we receive, it's something we become. Grace isn't just my name, it's my purpose, my calling, my life. And tomorrow, I'll wake up and live it again. In this house, with this family, in this love. I close my Bible, turn off the light, lie down in darkness. But I'm not afraid. Not anymore. Because I know that even in darkness, light is coming. Hope is rising. Grace is at work. And that's enough. That's everything. I close my eyes. Giovanni's ring catches moonlight. Isabella sleeps peacefully down the hall. Nonna Lucia prays in her room. The house of grace stands strong, full, alive. Everything is finally at peace. The end.